So I have here a my latest diamond painting delivery from Amazon, and it's Valentine's season coming up. So I saw these heart keychains kits, and I figured it would be a perfect opportunity to start on YouTube and show you guys what I do. And yeah, so let's take a look here. So it comes with 5 different, as always, it comes with everything you need: the little pen, a boat, some wax, and extra Ziplocs. Put those to the side for now. Oh, we have 5 different heart designs. Let's see. And they're kind of sticky together, so makes sense because there'll be glue in them. Let's see. So they're the same front and back, and they're sticky on each side. There's a little plastic covering protecting the glue. And then we have here the so-called diamonds. These ones, usually they're the same color on both sides, but these have a little like colored back, silver backing. So it's a little different for me. So we'll see how they are. All right, so we've got the 6 different colors here. And then in the separate, we have little keychain parts that we can use to finalize them at the end. Make them into actual keychains instead of just hearts with diamonds. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get started then on these. I'm going to put these aside until the end. So if you do these regularly, you can go ahead and fast forward through this part, but if not, the way I do things, you're going to want to have a pair of scissors and some tape nearby. That's my preferred method to close up the bags in the middle. Okay, so, and if you are, again, if you're new to these, you're just gonna want to open up your bag and get out the little pen and the boat. And as I said, for myself, I set these bags aside and use them at the end. But you're going to need your little wax, your boat, and this does look like a little tiny bit, but a little bit goes a long way, and this should be plenty. But if you're worried about it, once you do a few, you can save up your old ones and never worry again. Okay, so yeah, this little end here, right? You're gonna, let's see, peel off the little plastic. I usually only peel it back a little bit to keep it sticky, and you kind of dab some on the end, and really you just need that little tiny bit, and that'll help you get the diamonds on for a while. Myself, I have been done a fair number, so I actually going to put aside the cheapy plastic one that they provide you with, and I actually have a very pretty one from Catiered that they didn't pay me to say that, but you know, it's prettier and it is ergonomic. And if you do more advanced ones later, you can also have different ends that allows you to do larger slots. But for this one, we're just going to be using the single end, but still it's prettier and fits my hand better. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. This one, there's no real key. They're just a symbol 1 through 6. So let's go ahead and start with this one. This one looks fun. So they're the same on both sides, so it doesn't really matter which side I pick. I'm going to go ahead and why not start at number 1, right? So I'm going to carefully snip between bags 1 and 2. And then from there, set aside the other ones. And then shake a little, right? Make sure that all the diamonds are to one side. And again, I'm just going to snip off a little corner. Oh, not quite that little low. Okay. And then you are going to want to put some in the tray. Now, if you're new, you might try putting all of them, filling it up. You don't want to do that. You just want to put a little bit in, and you want to kind of gently shake them, and the diamonds will just fall right in those little slots. And mostly they turn the correct way. And if not, like, you give another shake later. Well, I'll demonstrate my amazing technique. Okay, and like I said, for me, instead of using little Ziplocs every time, I actually just tape it shut. And for small projects, it works just fine. Because they never give you enough bags generally for larger projects. So I'm just gonna tape that shut, and next time you can either peel off the tape or snip off the edge again. Okay, so this one, right, sorry, chatting too much. This one is number 1 here, and so I'm just going to, on my device, on my pen, put a little fresh glue here. Well, sorry, this is not glue. It's like a wax thing. So I'm just gonna put a little, yeah. May look like I'm putting a lot. I'm not really. I'm just trying to get it right. See, there's really only, let's see, a little bit. Anyway, so, and then you don't want to peel off the whole plastic. You're going to peel it off in pieces. So I'm going to pick this area here. It's got a few ones towards the edge, and this one, this arc. So let's try and use some nails here, get some clean. So I'm just going to peel off as far as I need to get to access this little area. And let's see if I can zoom in here. Okay, so from there, I'm just going to, wherever it says little 1, I put this pen gently over the diamond, and I'm going to put it on a little 1. And another 1 there. And these are pretty forgiving in terms of moving. If I put one in the wrong place, I can put my pen over it gently and just kind of, if you push gently, once it releases the friction, you can kind of put it into the place where you meant it to go. Okay? And so then I'm just going to keep going here. And in fact, see, you can see I put too much of the little wax stuff. I'm just gonna wipe it off here and keep going. All right. So now I've done those ones. And you can see here, like I said, the wax goes a long way. I'm not even worried about kind of putting more wax on the tip. It's just fine the way it is. Okay. All right, and these are kind of clumped, so I'm gonna give another little gentle shake. If you're worried about this, you can shake it with your hand over it so that they won't kind of pop up. But really, if you're gentle, just shaking it horizontally, it'll be fine. Okay. Let me keep going here. Peel back a little more, and I'm going to do this. And I just keep the plastic there in case, you know, I need to stop and go somewhere else. I can, you know, fold it back, and then it's easy to keep the rest covered from any dust or dog hair if you have a pet like mine. Okay. And since this is a small project, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do all of the ones right now. Sometimes you're going to want to switch colors between sections, but for this one's pretty small. Sometimes beads stick together, but again, not a problem. Okay, so now I have all the ones done on the top. So I'm going to complete this entire side before I go do any more ones. So I am going to go ahead and get a Ziploc bag here. If I can open it not excellently. Okay. And I'm going to dump these ones in here. Again, that's what the boat angled for, to nicely be able to do that. So I'm just going to put that off to the side. And now I'm going to pick my next color. Let's see, there look to be a lot of 3s in this one. So I'm going to get my string of these things. And again, I'm going to clip carefully between 2 and 3. I'm going to set the 2 aside over there. And then again, cut carefully between the 3 and the 4. Put 4, 5, and 6 off to the side. And then I'm going to use the same boat here, do my little shake so all of the diamonds fall down and snip off the corner here. So I will, oops, a little more than I wanted. Again, I'm just going to tape this off for now. But I don't have to worry about labeling these for later. It's already labeled. So, you don't want to put too many in here because then you, they actually layer and it's harder to shake them into their little, into these little rows that are here. There's enough flat though that I don't need to pour any out. So this is number 3. I like to keep the packet or write down whatever I'm doing nearby because if you're working with a lot of colors, you can lose track. So I'm going to do the first couple of 3s here, and then you can, and then I'll switch to it. Whoops. And again, we finished all the number 3 for this section. So I'm going to put it in another bag. And so we know which bag's which. You can like write on there with a Sharpie, but I like to actually just stick the whole bag that they came in here. Sometimes it requires a little folding, but everything's usually small enough that you can just stick it in there, and then you don't have to worry about Sharpie rubbing off or anything like that. And also all the diamonds then are going to be in one place. So I should have folded that a little better. Now it'll look all clumsy, but it's my first video, so you'll be forgiving, right? There'll be no trolling comments, will there? I suppose I'll be lucky if I get trolls, won't I? Okay, so I'm gonna go through them a little bit faster now. Assuming just the careful cutting and the snipping you all get now. So I'm gonna just pick the next number based on, you know, how many of them I see. I like to get big chunks done, all right? So I'm gonna do number 6 now, and go ahead and flip the corner, and you'll forget to shake it in place until the first time you spill diamonds everywhere. Then you'll always remember. Okay. You might not dump things oh so carefully until the first time you pour them everywhere. Okay, and this is my technique. I'll do it a little. I like to do a small hole, and then you can kind of carefully shake them out. All right, and again, my very carefully, cutely dispensed tape. Taping this off here. Okay. All right. All right. We've got a 6. And I didn't say it before, but I always, instead of trying to put myself at awkward angles to get at the right spot, it's always better, I find, to move the project, and then I stay comfortable, and it's supposed to be fun, right? So so I'm just rotating the heart around for the to get the easiest, to make this easiest, right? So instead of going here, I'm gonna turn it, make it a little easier. I just have to. And in case you haven't watched the whole thing, I still haven't reapplied any wax, right? You know, maybe a third of the way done. So really don't need to worry about how much wax you have. Okay. All right, now I'm done with this whole surface. I'll give it another press just to make sure everything's firmly down. Don't need, you can put weight or something on it, but everything seems pretty stuck. And I'm gonna go ahead and I will leave these out so then I can start with the number 4s on the other side. So I can just turn this over and get started on the next side. There we go. All right, so now I'm gonna keep going with number 4 on the second side. All right, and now this one is done. Oh no, I missed a couple squares. Oh, usually they're squares, but there and there. All right, so just kind of double pressing on everything, making sure it's totally down, firmly pressed. They sell little rollers and stuff for the bigger projects, but that's totally not needed. Overkill for here. A little spring attachment. So just putting that through here. It is kind of sticky there on the edges. I think that'll probably go away with time. So putting that through there, and through the little, okay, there's that, and to the snip. Pull firmly. Okay, so there we have it. Very first diamond painting keychain, first diamond painting video, and it's all gone swimmingly. So, hope you liked it. I will include links to where I found these in the information. Thanks